Hello everyone. My proposed serious game for the course Designing Gaming Simulation is a serious game for awareness corruption. Problem statement. Corruption is defined as a breaking of a rule by some official for their private gain while giving some undue favors to others by using given powers. It is a problem which is affecting every section of the society, but then it is not considered as a serious threat. The main reason could be that almost everyone in the society has contributed to it one way or the other for their own benefit. We do not mind bribing a small amount to clerks in government office so that we may get our clearance in short time, or bribing a mediator while obtaining a driver's license so that we may skip a mandatory test. So basically, corruption makes the system unfair. In this system, the person who has more money will be having advantage all the time. As an individual, it is not a matter of concern in most of the time, as most of us are involved in some sort of corruption. Hence, to deal with it, root level awareness is required. Why a game? Our main objective is to make a playable game which will create awareness about the pros and cons of corruption. Corruption in one way gives profits to the person who is doing it, but it is dangerous for any system to sustain for a long time. When we do a small act of corruption in daily life, we only get to know the positive effect of it, as it gives us instant gain. But we do not realize that it leads to severe imbalance in the system structure, where everyone wants their private gain ahead of gain for their organization, which leads to the system fall. We want to show this through a game, as it will be easiest and the fastest way to know about the long-term consequences of corruption. Other ways the problem has been attended. We can fight against corruption by creating awareness through various media portals, example, by creating various documentaries, newspaper articles, etc. We can conduct various sting operations on the officials so that they may get afraid of doing corruption in the near future. We can take part in various social movements, example like India against corruption, and we can raise our voice against the corrupt system or corrupt government. In the gaming world, there is not such game which shows the consequences of the corruption. There is a game named Corruption, but it does not show the other side of it. It is a multiplayer board game which has certain bribe cards to be used in the game, and the players has to use the cards in order to succeed. System dynamics of the game. Here you can see different elements of the game like contractors, governments, bureaucrats, etc. and they are connected with each other in various ways. Here the black arrows depicts the process without corruption and the blue arrow depicts the process with corruption. This system dynamics model can be applied to various organizations which deals with giving contracts to contracts, example Highway Authority of India, Public Works Department, etc. Here the government is the organization which collects tax and invests in creating new contracts, whereas bureaucrats work for the government and allocate the contracts to the contractors. Contractors will bid for the contracts to win it so that they can earn money and pay tax to the government. In this model, every entity such as contractors, bureaucrats and various other taxpayers has to pay tax to the government in order to be sustained in the system, whereas government can decide whether to increase the tax or to generate new contracts, etc. Now bureaucrats are the people who works for the government and they will allocate the contracts to the contractors. So the government generates some contracts and they will allow bureaucrats to allocate the contracts to the contractors. To win the contracts, contractors will bid and the bidder with the least amount will win. Now the winner bidder will generate some services which will be used by other taxpayers so that it will generate some income to him. Now from this income the contractor will pay tax to the government so as to sustain in the system, and also it will give some contract share to the government. Now the same model with corruption. Now when the corruption is allowed in the game, then the contractors will try to win the bid at any cost. So let's consider a situation where the bidder with the large bidding amount tried to win the bidding by offering some large amount of bribe to the bureaucrat. Now bureaucrat will accept the bribe and give the contract to that contractor. Now this will have some adverse effect on the system in the long run, and we can see it like now. As you can see the blue arrows, these are the arrows which are the consequences of the corruption. So when the contractors has won the bid by giving some bribe to the bureaucrats, so it is in some loss. So in order to nullify that loss, it will try to increase the cost of the services which will be paid by other taxpayers, and hence the other taxpayers obviously will try to use their services less, and hence in the long term it will create less amount of money for the contractors. Also, if the taxpayers are paying more amount of money by using the services, there will be some tax defaulters, and hence the government as a whole will get less tax from the taxpayers. And in order to balance this thing, the government try to increase the tax in the whole system so that the government may get more amount of money so as to generate new contracts and as to sustain the system. In various iterations, there may arise a situation where the inflation is so high that it is impossible for the contractors to generate a positive income from the system so that it can pay tax to the government in order to sustain, and hence the system will become so unstable that it is impossible to move further in the game, and hence the system will collapse. In this system model, we try to model the corruption in a very abstract way, but in reality, the corruption is much more complex to model. Formal elements in the game. This game can be played as a single player if the game is made as a virtual game, and this can be played as a multiplayer game if the game is played in a physical world. Target audience. This game can be played by everyone having basic knowledge of economy. Objective. The objective of the game designer is to create awareness about pros and cons of corruption. And as a player who is playing as a contractor, his basic objective is to acquire more and more contracts to increase revenue. He has to pay certain tax to the government to be a part of the system. And for each contract, contractor has to pay the least amount. He has to be in the system for the game lifetime, and if he is not able to do so, he will lose. If the game is multiplayer, then he has to earn most amount of money among players. Objective of a player as a bureaucrat is to allocate contracts to the contractors where he may or may not break rules, that is, they may accept or not accept the bribe. He has to pay certain amount of tax to the government to be a part of the system. The third objective is to prevent the system fall, that is, to avoid the system to get into a very unstable stage. Rules. For bidding, players will not share the quotation amount among competitors. Players may break the rules by offering bribe with the quotation to the bureaucrat, and it is up to the bureaucrats whether to accept the bribe or not. Players will lose as a contractor if fail to pay tax due to less income from contracts, or if the system will become very unstable. Bureaucrat cannot disclose the bribe amount. Procedures. As a contractor, player is introduced to a system where they have to win contracts to earn money. Now money is being used to pay taxes and to get future contracts. If fail to do so, the players may lose the game. Players can opt for any strategy to win the game. That is, they may give the bribe or they may play the game very safely so that the system will not get to the unstable stage, and also they get more contracts in order to sustain in the game. If the whole system gets failed, everyone will lose, but they will get to know about the consequences of their action, and this is the game is all about. Resources. The player can use the money as a resources to win the contracts, and it can use contracts as a resource to earn money. The conflicts in the game. First is obstacle. Now the obstacles in the games may be opponents, or maybe the taxes which we have to pay to the government, or various events which may triggered in the game. Like there may arise some situation where the system is so unstable that we need to cancel the contract in between of the game, and many more. Dilemma in the game. Dilemma in the game is whether to follow all the fair rules or to do corruption to have sudden profits which might have their consequences later. So it is up to the player which side he wants to be in. Boundaries. The game will continue till all the objectives are met or the system fails due to irregularities such as high inflation, etc. or the players gets eliminated due to shortage of funds to pay the taxes. Outcome. If the player successfully tackled all the situations which arise in the game, then he won. Otherwise, he will lose, but he will get aware about the consequences of the corruption, which is the main motive of the game designer. Verification and validation. In real life, model of corruption is much more complex, and hence we proposed a model of corruption which is simple but contains the essential elements which is required to gain the awareness about corruption. Here we try to simulate the effects of corruption within the gameplay time. The effects in the game such as tax inflation, etc. also happen in real life, which corruptions also play a role. Model in the game can be applied to organizations dealing with distribution of contracts, example NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, PWD, Public Works Department, etc. and the game can be modified to suit these organizations. Bidding process in the game will simulate the bidding process in the real life. Players will get to know about the complexities involved in the bidding and what strategies they need to follow in order to win the bid with or without corruption. Although in the real life the system do not get completely failed always, but it is incorporated in the game to get the output. In this way the players will get to know about the consequences of their actions in the long term, whereas in the real life it takes years to get the slightest consequences of the corruption of an individual, but in the game we can simulate this process in a very fast way, and hence our system dynamics model allows us to do so. So this is my proposal of the game. Hope you will like it. Thank you.